What's up, everybody? So, today is Wednesday, and you know what that means. I have new content for you guys. And today, what I wanted to do was talk about single mothers. I was a single mother, raising two kids, and I feel like there's a lot of inspiration behind women who are single mothers and work hard and do everything they can to take care of their children. So I have a couple friends that I'm gonna introduce you guys to and get a little background on them. But I'm also gonna, start with my story and let you guys know somewhat about me. I had my son when I was 16 years old, and the moment that I got pregnant, I knew that, I had to help out. My parents were working 9-to-5 jobs, trying to take care of myself and my brother. So my whole thing was, you know what, now you have to get a job. So I actually dropped out of school. I got a job and I was working at like I don't know what you would call it, like Peter Piper Pizza, one of those type of places. But anyways, I knew that I had to do what I had to do, and it was on from that point. I didn't get to go back to school and graduate. I did obtain my GED, but at that point, like I said, it was just all about working. After I had my son, a couple years later, 4 years later to be exact, I ended up having my daughter. I worked as a maid. I was flipping 13 mattresses a day, and I did that until I was 8.5 months pregnant with my daughter. So like I said before to you guys about, who inspires you, and I told you that I inspire myself, I really do. And I want to get, in depth with, some of, the girls that I look at and that inspire me. A lot of times women think that, she inspires me because she has a nice bag or she has nice shoes on or nice clothes. Those type of women don't inspire me. Who inspires me is women who actually get out here, they work hard, they're not asking anybody for anything. And when they're mothers, they actually take care of their kids, they cook for them, they're there for them, they're the mom that has to go to all the plays and do everything by themselves. Those are the women that really inspire me. Like I said, let's just, take a look into my friends and their world and what they do, and maybe you guys will be able to see, they can be an inspiration to you as well. All right, everybody, so this is my girl, Mel, and I've been knowing Mel for about, 20 years maybe? We used to actually go to high school together, so we lived in the same area and everything, and Mel is a single mother, and I would have to say that she's a great mom. She is working hard. She's a cocktail waitress, and when I tell you being a cocktail waitress is not an easy job. Y'all probably think it's just, let me be cute, put my little makeup on and walk around. I've seen her ankles be swollen. I've seen her go through a lot just, being a cocktail waitress. And on top of all that, what inspires me about her, just not even just the fact that she works and she's a single mom, she has taken classes to do other things to, start to build her brand. She wants to do eyelashes and microblading, and, she's come up with so many different businesses and different ideas. So I'll probably just ask her a couple questions, and that way you guys can get to know Mel and what she brings to the table. Hi! So anyways, of course today we're talking about, people that inspire me, and I'm just talking about women in general. So as far as, I know you weren't like a teen mom or anything like that, but how do you feel being a single mother has affected you? Like, do you think it's like super hard? Are you able to deal with it? Like, how do you feel about it?
I feel like even though I had my son at 20 years old, he makes my job easy. I raised my son to be a good man, a boy to become a man, a black man at that, being Sicilian. He's a great, great, great kid, and I don't have any regrets having him at a younger age. It gets hard. I struggle. I've been that mom. Whew.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. I've been that mom that had the lights cut out, that had the eviction notice, but he made me so strong. He gave me strength that I never even knew that I had. So I don't have any complaints. I love being a single mom because I'm never like single as long as I got my son by my side. He's always with me. He's the one who supports me, who takes care of me. When my feet are swollen, he's the one that's like, Mom, I got you. I'm gonna rub your feet. He's a good kid. So I don't really have any complaints about being a single mom.
That's amazing. And I know her son, and this is what I'm saying. Like, when you pay attention to the things that she says about her son, this is all because of this is your work. You know what I'm saying? This is not anything that anybody else has done. You've created your son, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have raised him to be that person, to, like, I've seen him, like, you're like, oh, mom, okay, I'm gonna come in here and rub your feet, you know what I'm saying? But he does it for you, and there's no questions asked, because he knows the measures and, you know, the limits that you go to take care of him and to provide for him. And I know that's not, you know, easy. And it's the same thing with my son, you know. He'll just be like, you know, sometimes out of nowhere, he'll be like, man, I really made your life, like, hard. And I know now, I look back on things and I'm like, damn, now I know why my mom was tripping on me. And, you know, so, like I said, we have to take the credit for that, because we are the only ones that actually sat there and raised them and taught them how to be, you know, those type of men. And your son is going to carry that on when he goes into a relationship with a woman. You know, he's going to be the same way with his woman. And so I think that's amazing. And, you know, like I said, you really do work hard, and I've seen that. And on top of all that, Mel has two grandparents, well, her grandparents, and her grandfather had fell ill some months ago. And on top of having to work, try to go to school for the microblading and do everything, she was also taking care of her grandfather, you know, going over to her grandmother's house, helping her grandmother, because her grandmother was bedridden, and she, you know, she can't get around and do the things that she needs to do on a daily basis. And I've seen this woman do that, get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and say, I'm on my way to my grandma's. So, like I said, you know, a lot of times people look at you and they think something, you know, that they don't really know. They're not into the meats and the potatoes of who you really are, you know what I'm saying? And the people who do really know are your friends, you know what I'm saying? And so how do you feel, has that been, you know, as far as like helping your, you know, your grandmother and your grandfather, and having to, you know, try to balance all that? Is it hard for you, or have you just like learned a schedule? Like, how is it?
It's definitely hard for me because I don't have a regular life. As you know, like, we'll make plans and it's like, oh, I have to leave by 5. I got to make sure my grandma eats by 6. I have to go to the nursing home and make sure my grandpa's okay. But at the same time, I'm so into energy, and they've taken care of me my whole life. Mm-hmm. My mom passed away when I was 25. Never had a father in my life. My grandpa's been that father figure, and as a person, you have to know once they get older, that's my responsibility to take care of them the way they took care of me. So I try not to complain as much as it annoys me, but right. I do anything for my grandparents, do anything for my friends. And it is, you know, a good thing that you mentioned that, because a lot of people that don't know me personally, or even know you personally, just of what you see, and being a single mom, you see people, you know, oh, you live in Vegas, you're probably a prostitute, or you're an escort, or you mm-hmm. have to be a stripper because you dress sexy. And it's like, I've never done anything but work hard for my son without a handout. I've never been a dancer, I've never been a prostitute, I've never done anything. I've just taken care of my grandparents, my son, worked a normal job, and tried to think of more things I can do to make sure I'm never in a situation that I've been in before. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I feel like the more I help people, it's the more my blessings will come, because that's what you're supposed to do when you love somebody, whether it's your friends, your grandparents, your family, whoever.
Yeah, so. I agree. And so, like I said, you guys are meeting my friends. She's the reason why she is my friend, because she's genuine. And at any moment, like I said, she works, right? At any moment, if I ask her for anything, she'll drop and do what she has to do for me. And like I said, you need solid people like this in your life. So yeah, so it's important to have a strong foundation, and, you know, just people around you who are very solid and that you can depend on. And I would definitely say that you're one of the people that I can depend on. She showed me time and time and time again. And I just wanted to recognize her today, every day. And I just wanted, you know, the world, I wanted you all to be able to meet her and just understand that, you know, like I said, it doesn't matter what anybody has to me. As long as you're really, truly a good person, that's what matters to me. And I think she's an amazing mother, and she's going to continue to be an amazing mother, and she's going to do whatever she has to do to always take care of her son and be there for him. And I just want you to know that I'm proud of you, and, you know, I will do anything for you as well. And yeah, so you guys got to meet Mel. And do you have any questions for me?
It's kind of hard for me to ask questions because I know you inside and out. So I guess I'll just say how I feel about you as a mother, regardless if it's single mother or you have somebody in your life. As long as I've known her, she's always been the type of person to humble you. So the world can look at her and be like, oh, she's probably bougie, or she has this and this. She doesn't care about any of it. She's been in Forever 21 shopping with me. She's been like, should I like these sandals? They're $3. I'm about to buy these bitches and wear them. Like, she doesn't care about anything materialistically, because at the end of the day, like she told me before, I used to be very insecure about certain things. I don't have the Gucci bags, I don't have the Pradas, the red bottoms, because that money could be invested into my son. And that doesn't make me a person. And like she said, you don't have to have any of that to be a bad bitch. You are beautiful because of who you are and who you are inside of here. So you don't need that materialistic things. And that's her 100%. Her daughter, so much like her, beautiful personality. Her son is a genius, like super smart. And again, it's all because of you. You raised your son, you raised your daughter to be phenomenal people, both of them. Ayana is talented. She raps, she sings, she's beautiful, got a personality. And then again, Davion, I mean, he could own several businesses. And I mean, he's taught me things that I didn't even know. Just from a 5-minute conversation, I learned so much from him. And that's all, credit to you. You did everything for your kids. When you used to be a maid, and like she said, she was always happy, always humble, and you come from a good family. Your mom is a great person, your dad's a great person, and I'm blessed to have you as my friend. That's why I drop everything for you, because I know you would do the same, and that's how real friendships are.
Solid, straight up and down. And I also wanted to also touch on that, to what you were saying about me being a maid and all that stuff. I would have to say, that was one of the happiest times in my life. And I know that some people probably like, what? But honestly, like, I had an apartment, I had a car, my kids had food on the table, all of that. And it was just a simple life, And like I said, that was one of the happiest times in my life. So I reflect on that all the time, and I say, anything could happen tomorrow, and I'd have to go back to that, But it wouldn't bother me one bit. I would do everything I had to do to take care of myself, and you know what I'm saying, and just be that woman that I am. And none of that stuff makes me, none of the stuff that I have or I've been given, or like I said, it's just, that was a really good time in my life, and I look back on that a lot, because like I said, I could be in that position tomorrow, and I feel like if I had to be in that position tomorrow, I would be just as happy as I am today if I had to go back to that. But and it's just to let you know that, it can happen to any of us. You could be the richest man in the world and fall short and not have anything. So I don't take any of that for granted.